you want to talk about communism, right? There's a bunch of Western kids LARPing and will put on t-shirts.
Okay, we're the ones LARPing. I gotta go back to CPI. We gotta see. Here it is. Setting up for CPI Chicago. Unite against the imperialists. Whoa, look at this wonderful selection of literature here. Must be a whole bunch of praxis going on. What do we got? Caleb Maupin. Caleb Maupin. He's still got Gaddafi's book, which he's reprinting. Don't worry, it's without permission. Jesus is a Socialist. Oh, there it is. There's BreadTube Serves Imperialism. Caleb Maupin. Jesus is a Socialist by Caleb Maupin. Capitalist Crisis, also by Caleb Maupin. Wow. I would say 80% of the stuff being sold here is your books. Wait, alright, we need a little comic relief after all that heavy shit. It's time for the revolution, comrades. Time is now. Alright, chat, I'm gonna take your submissions, because normally I'm the one dictating the show, but what would you like to see, or hear, I should say, played over this? Obviously Benny Hill would come to mind, but you can give me any musical cue. I will play it now. Try to avoid Dimkas, but you know, we could always roll the dice. We could have some fun with it. I'll let you choose. This is a choose your own. What is love? Oh, what is love? Great choice. I mean, there's probably what is love probably won't get me roasted, right?
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
The timing! The timing! Oh, you can't script that! Oh. That was worth the Dimka. I'll take the strike. I get 3, okay? I get 3 strikes. I'll take the first one based on that. Whew. Wow. Fantastic. I made it infinitely better. So yeah, CPI had another conference. I believe Peter Coffin couldn't make this one. I don't know if that's because there's some inner turmoil or something else that's going on. I know that they did a bunch of conversations with the Uhuru movement against FBI raids. Oh, Tara Reid received the International Truth and Solidarity Award. Is there anything else? No? That's the whole. But yeah, I'm sure Caleb Maupin will post the full thing on his channel soon. No, nothing? Well, soon. Soon. The real communists around the world love Putin.
So if you're a communist, you should love Russia at this point. You should love Russia at this point, right? If you're really against the imperialists, you're really in favor of the Communist Party of China, of the Communist Party of Vietnam, of the Communist Party, you know, that is running of the, you know, the revolutionaries in Venezuela and Nicaragua. You should love the communists, you know, in Cuba. If you love the global forces of resistance. Look, this was made very clear to me. In 2013, I went to the World Festival of Youth and Students, a global communist gathering, and that's real communists, not Western kids that like to wear Trotsky t-shirts, like to go to protests. It's real communists who run real communist parties that have seats in parliament.
Drunk Maupin? I think we've done Drunk Maupin before. He works exceptionally well.
And have millions of members and have trade unions they control, and you know, the Communist Party of India, Marxist, the Socialist Unity Center of India, the, you know, the communists in the MPLA that run Angola, the communists of SWAPO, the Southwest African People's Organization in Namibia, the
By the way, if you are a genuine communist, as in you want a moneyless, classless, stateless society, I do not know for the life of me why in the world you would support Russia. If you want to do a nuanced take on this and say that really the decay of Russia post the fall of the Soviet Union, the Berlin Wall, whatever place mark you want to put, definitely there was a lot of American intervention, as well as it allowed the richest members of the Russian capitalist class to basically accumulate power and concentrate their power, thereby becoming the oligarchs who ended up owning a lot of the the state-controlled industries that used to be state-owned under the USSR, suddenly owned by a whole bunch of rich, wealthy elites. How in the world does that version of modern-day Russia resonate with you as some kind of communist and or socialist anything at all? I don't understand. I cannot process this. If it's just the fact that you think they're directly opposed to the United States, and that's what communism is, that what communism is to you? Communism is when anti-imperialism. That's your definition of it.
Of South Africa. I mean, you know, these are like the real communists. All right, you want to talk about communism, right? There's a bunch of Western kids LARPing and who put on t-shirts.
Okay, we're the ones LARPing. I gotta go back to CPI. We gotta see. Did you sell your books? Did you sell your books at this? Was the whole thing once again a way for you to hawk your literature? Because I'm gonna guess. Oh, what do you know? Fucking first page. Here it is. Setting up for CPI Chicago. Unite against the imperialists. Whoa, look at this wonderful selection of literature here. Must be a whole bunch of praxis going on. What do we got? Caleb Maupin. Caleb Maupin. Hey, he didn't put BreadTube. No BreadTube, but more Caleb Maupin. Yeah. He's still got Gaddafi's book, which he's reprinting. Don't worry, it's without permission. Jesus is a Socialist. Oh, there it is. There's BreadTube Serves Imperialism. Caleb Maupin. Jesus is a Socialist by Caleb Maupin. Capitalist Crisis, also by Caleb Maupin. Wow. I would say 80% of the stuff being sold here is your books. Like, I admire the grift. Like, Tim Pool isn't doing this. Ben Shapiro's not doing this. They don't have an entire fleet of people who think they are part of a political movement who are just making him richer. Like, he doesn't, like, does Tim Pool have the army of Tim Poolites who are doing activism in the streets where they set up book stands and like, this is praxis, comrades. We're taking down the imperialists. Every single book sale. Like, what the fuck? And he gets away with it. He calls the group that sell the books for him, I kid you not, the John Brown Book Club. They like, it could not get more LARPy than Caleb Maupin. He is like hyper LARP.
It's in costumes.
Oh man, he's ruining my throat.
And they'll like to go to protests, and you know, that's not real communism. But
communism is when you make me richer by selling my literature. That's communism. Obviously, I can't state, I don't know. He could have his corporation structured like a cooperative. It could have democracy. It may be that way. Everyone could see profits from the book sales that he writes and becomes more famous off.
Real communism, like, you know, if you go to the World Festival of Youth and Students, you check out the World Federation of Trade Unions, the Women's International Democratic Federation. You know, that's where you find the real communists, right?
Did I slow down the video? No, not at all. This is 100% unadulterated Caleb Maupin coming clear and free into our minds. Do you enjoy the Serfs but prefer not to have to use your eyeballs? Many are saying this. Well, we've got the solution for you. It's the Serf Times in podcast form, available on most major podcasting networks now. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a good review and feedback because it really helps the show out, apparently, and it's free, just like the podcast.
To our gods, Xander Corvus and Peyton L. Just, we are prepared to embark on a mighty jihad in your name. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, we are but your humble jester, attempting in vain to get you to laugh. To our valiant knights of the Round Table, Benji Arnie, Tech Tink, Scary Earth Human, Tony, DM Rivera, Resident Scarecrow, Sir Nickus, Mayred, Cheryl Alvarez, Ruby Kelly, Brandon, Words Greenwood. It doesn't matter what I believe, it only matters what I can prove. Egbert Celine, Matthew Scarborough, Stellar Vision, Ariane McCarthy, Daniel Sutton, Coulter Smith, Jenna Tao, Quiet 185, Anna Loves Riley, Omni, Riley and Anna, Poodlehawk, the Tim Caucus, Multimondi, Trevbot, EXE, Brian Ephraim, Lemmy101, Anthropophojack, Saren42, Catherine, Ramon Acosta, Incosin, Agent NDN, Violent Orchard, Political Puppy, La Media Panza, Zach Christensen, Todd Buckingham, and Todd Lajeunesse. We raise our mugs and salute our brave heroes off to another glorious conquest.